bien alto, mi vida. No dudes que siempre amanece, ya amanecerá. Paloma linda, paloma, paloma linda, paloma, paloma linda.
Well, hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today is a new day and we are celebrating Cinco de Mayo. I'm gonna be cooking up a storm. We're gonna be doing some steak tacos. I'm gonna also do a coleslaw salad mix for the tacos. We're gonna also do some black beans because my father-in-law is coming and he is actually a vegan. So we're gonna do a vegan option as well for him. We're gonna also do some quesadillas for the kids. I'm gonna show you how I sneak in some peppers and steak into their quesadillas. So it's gonna be a lot of cooking. Get your apron on. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start by chopping up some onion and then we're going to chop up small sweet peppers. You can use bell peppers as well, but this is gonna create a lot of the juice for the steak. After preheating my skillet, I went ahead and added the bell peppers and onions as well as my steak. Now my steak was frozen, but it's completely fine because I'm going to be slow cooking this for the evening so that it's nice and tender by the time we eat this. Moving on to the base of my black beans, I'm going to chop up onions as well as the sweet peppers into small squares. And this is gonna be sauteed in my 1-quart skillet with a little bit of olive oil. Checking back on our steak, it is looking good. It's releasing a lot of those juices, just what we want. I'm going to eventually cut that steak up, by the way. But to season this steak, I'm gonna be using my trusty one and only Sazon Tropical from Badia. And then I'm also going to use a taco seasoning from Thrive Market. Moving back to the beans, I'm going to start sauteing my vegetables that I chopped up. Now, these clips are a little bit out of order, and the reason is because I was literally filming the whole process in the order that I was cooking everything. I'm not the type of person that cooks first the steak, then the beans, then the guac. No, I do things simultaneously in the kitchen. So let me know if you're that type of person, because I know I am definitely going back and forth between my dishes so that I can finish fast. I went ahead and added a little bit of tomato to give it more juice. And later on, I tasted the steak to make sure that it tastes good, and it needed a little tiny bit of salt. So you can see here, I'm adding the salt, and officially I am done with this dish, and I'm just going to slowly marinate and cook the rest of the evening. It ended up cooking for about 3 hours, so the longer you can let it marinate and cook, the better. For the black beans, I went ahead and added the black beans to my vegetables, and we added a little bit of salt as well as the Badia seasoning. We ended up doing ice cream, surprise, surprise. I am going to do a separate video because I got this ice cream machine at Walmart for 35 bucks, and oh my gosh, it is so worth it. It came out so good. It's delicious. You can expect a video very soon. Moving on to our guac, I'm going to be using tomatoes, cilantro, avocados, and salt, as well as lime to create this guac. It's pretty simple. You chop up everything nice and small, and then you mix it all together. The lime is going to stop the avocado from turning brown, so you want to make sure that you use about 2 limes. The more the merrier, but not too much because it can overpower the dish. The guac can be used with chips, but personally, I like to add it to my tacos. It's so yummy and delicious, and this was perfect for my father-in-law who is vegan. He added this as well as the coleslaw topping, which we are about to start, and the black beans. Most people use lettuce as a topping. I like to use this classic coleslaw mix. It has green cabbage and carrots. I add some lime, some salt, and some cilantro and tomato. You mix it all together and you have an amazing mixed salad to go on your taco. And we are in the home stretch. Mix it all together, as you can see, and you have yourself a beautiful salad if you want for the side, or as well as a topping for your tacos. The ice cream was done after 20 minutes. We placed it in the freezer and I moved on to my quesadillas for the kids. I start by adding some butter to my square griddle and placing 2 flour tortillas. I'm going to then add cheddar cheese. You can use mozzarella cheese, it just depends on what your kid likes. I then chop up the steak as small as possible. When I mean small, I mean tiny. My son is not a huge meat eater, so I have to kind of sneak it in somehow, and this is the way that he eats it and is okay with it. So I add a little bit of cheddar cheese. For my daughter, we just flip it over in half, and for my son, I add another tortilla and flip it because he obviously eats way more. And our Cinco de Mayo meal is done. I cut up these quesadillas. I also added some hard-shell tacos to the oven, 2-3 minutes, and voila, we have ourselves a nice Cinco de Mayo meal.
Sal de tu nido, paloma linda, anda y prueba tu volar. No tengas miedo, mi palomita, que nada te va a pasar. Anda y prueba tus alas bonitas, sin que el temor te limite.
We finished the night with some Coco on Disney Plus, and like always, remember to dream big, be brave, and explore life. Until next time. Mwah.
Paloma, paloma.